Hello my friends, today I'll be discussing how strong Goku is. Not how powerful he is, but Goku's physical strength. How much can he lift? So let's get into it. So, we all know Goku can do things like lift 40 tons as a Super Saiyan with ease, even while having to deal with the Grand Kai's planet's gravity. Or Vegeta can lift Megeta, who weighs something like 2,000 tons. But there's a feat that many people seem to forget about or overlook, and that is characters being able to withstand being inside of a black hole. Black hole feats can be seen in both the Dragon Ball Z anime and the Dragon Ball Super anime. In Dragon Ball Super, Goku was trapped in Universe 2's black hole, and Goku managed to stand up while under the insane gravity of the black hole. And as we know from science class, black holes can tear apart planets and even tear apart stars that are just too close to its orbit, not even inside the black hole itself. The gravity is so strong that not even light can escape it. So, for Goku to be able to stand up and move while in the heart of a black hole, gives Goku the strength to presumably lift up a star if he wanted to. Because Goku with his physical strength can resist the gravity from the core of a black hole, the same gravity that can rip apart stars, so Goku in theory should have enough strength to lift up a star. Now, there are calculations out there for this feat, but I'm not smart enough to check them and see how accurate they are. But if you believe one of the many fan calculations, then I say go for it. I'm not smart enough to do my own calculations to prove them right or wrong, so feel free to use one of the many calculations out there to determine the strength of these black hole feats. Also, a black hole with a radius of 1 centimeter, aka the size of a coin, can destroy the Earth, and the Sun is 100 times the size of the Earth, so a black hole with a radius of 100 centimeters should in theory be powerful enough to destroy the Sun. So the black holes in these feats are far bigger than 100 centimeters, so in theory destroying a star should be easy for these black holes. But Goku definitely should be strong enough to lift a star for being able to resist the gravity of the core of a black hole. Another instance of this feat is Gallic Jr. in Dead Zone, and in the Gallic Jr. saga. Gallic Jr. creates the Dead Zone, which is a hyperspace, but has the properties of a black hole, as the Daizenshu states that not even light can escape its pull. Also, an alternative name for the Dead Zone, going from a direct translation from its Japanese name to English, is Black Hole Wave, thus confirming that the Dead Zone, despite being a hyperspace dimension, is also a black hole dimension. So the Dead Zone is also a black hole. So Gallic Jr. gets sucked into the Dead Zone at the end of the movie, and we see during the credits that Gallic Jr. is completely intact. We also see no sight of debris from Gallic Jr.'s castle in the background, implying it's all been reduced to particles from the immense gravity. But Gallic Jr. can still withstand being inside the black hole that is the size of the universe. His immortality isn't regenerating him or anything. Gallic Jr.'s body can withstand the gravity enough not to be pulverized. But it goes even further than this. During the Gallic Jr. saga, Gallic Jr., after drawing upon the power of the Macchia Star, becomes powerful enough to move in the Dead Zone, but also shatter a way out of it. For Gallic Jr. to be able to move within the Dead Zone, which I've already explained earlier, is a black hole dimension. This means that Gallic Jr. is also presumably strong enough to lift up stars, if he ever wanted to. Or maybe something heavier given the size of the Dead Zone. Because Gallic Jr. with his physical strength can resist the gravity from being within the Dead Zone, aka being within a black hole, is resisting the same level of gravity that can rip apart stars, so Gallic Jr. can resist this enough to move. So in theory, Gallic Jr. should be strong enough to lift up stars. Gallic Jr. is weaker than Super Saiyan Goku and Namek, so this would mean that Super Saiyan Frieza Saga Goku is also strong enough to lift up stars in the anime continuity. Thus would also imply that GT Goku can lift up stars with his physical strength, due to the Dragon Ball Z anime being canon to GT. We also see that Gallic Jr. in the Dead Zone movie can move while trapped in a Dead Zone, as he's seen tapping on a fragment of the closed portal in the movie's credits. So, as I've explained, for Gallic Jr. being able to move in the black hole, he is resisting its gravity, the same gravity that can rip apart stars. So Gallic Jr. should be strong enough to lift stars. Goku surpasses Dead Zone Gallic Jr. in later arcs, so Goku too can resist the gravity of a black hole, and he should be strong enough to lift stars. Now, one could counter-argue this by bringing up Goku lifting 40 tons on Grand Kai's planet, but the thing is, we don't know the exact gravity of Grand Kai's planet, but it's not unreasonable to presume it's comparable to a black hole, as this is the anime continuity and not the manga. And it's plausible, given how Grand Kai's planet is 1/10 the size of the universe, so the gravity there should logically be massively more powerful than Earth's. The second thing of note is that the Garlic Jr. saga is the anime doing its own thing, so whatever happens there just applies to the anime, while Goku lifting 40 tons on the Grand Sky planet was adapting the Buu saga, which is a manga storyline. So since it's adapting the feats in the manga feats will carry over even though it contradicts the anime, so it's something you just have to ignore. Since it's just what happens when you add extra material to something you're adapting that's still ongoing, you create contradictions. But the most important thing to dispute this counter-argument is Koyama has stated that when it comes to the movies being canon to the anime, such as Dead Zone in this instance, you just need to ignore the contradictions and enjoy the show. This is because he didn't know what was going to happen ahead of time, so when writing the movies, there were contradictions caused from the manga doing something that Koyama didn't predict. The Dead Zone movie, the Garlic Jr. saga and all feats within them are canon to the Dragon Ball Z anime and the Dragon Ball GT anime, as that was what Koyama intended, but you just have to ignore the contradictions. So in conclusion, both Dragon Ball GT Goku and Dragon Ball Super Goku are physically strong enough to withstand the gravity of a black hole, and presumably strong enough to lift up stars. Now, what version of Goku would win an arm wrestling match? I'll leave that up to you. But anyway, that's the end of the video. Lord Mayo out.